Good night, Mike. This is Robert 28 1979 coming at you live from the Salmon Services shop. I didn't like that. Anyways, this is take 2 on this video because my son was out here at the wildlife and causing a big ruckus and mess while I was in the middle of the video. So back from square one, where I sit. This is just some updates and some pre-projects and everything like that. It's going to come up. The E-Z-GO, I've got her fixed. Ordered a carburetor on it. People I ordered from off eBay sent me a message telling me that they did not have the carburetor in stock, it would not be shipped, and blah blah blah, and they were going to refund my money. And so I was like, okay. So I ordered another one from another gentleman. Well, I ended up getting 2 carburetors in the mail. Which is fine, I don't care. Put new carburetor on there. Started it up. Flooded out just like it did before. Scratched my head for a little while. Tore the valve cover off the top of the motor. Went inside, looked it up, got the specs, come out here, and the valves were so far out, I'm surprised it was even running. Adjusted the valves, got them all set where they need to be, and that thing starts right up and purrs and runs like a top. So, that is fixed. Now, y'all may recognize that mower from sitting outside the shop out here. What it is, I got this one here yesterday. And the same guy bought that one off of. He actually gave me this one. And the whole reason I wanted this mower was for the back tires that are now on this mower. It had that little guy on that side and that thing there on this side. That one will not hold air for more than 2 minutes. So, but now I've got this one. And normally what I would do is I just turn around, load it up, and haul it to the scrapyard because it has no starter. It has no carburetor, no breather, no fuel lines, nothing. But what I'm actually going to do with this one is a series of videos. I'm going to build basically a lawnmower racer out of it, but not intentions for racing it. It's actually going to... Nice. Text messages. It is actually going to just be like a hot rod mower. The good thing about it, I've got small pulleys either up there or they're out in the storage. And I got these yesterday when I picked up the other mower. I've got these 2 pulleys. These are actually the rear drive pulleys off of those Craftsman mowers. I can use those 2, or I can use the one I got, which I believe I probably put it in the storage because I don't see it up here. I don't see it up there anywhere, so I must have taken it out to the storage shed. It came off a rototiller. It is actually bigger diameter than those 2. But anyway, look for some videos of that coming up. Look for some videos coming up, and I'll give you all a pre-hint, and I'll show you what it's for, and kind of explain the whole situation here. Wildlife outside the door there, so I got a box of parts here, guys. Alright, sorry it's going to be bouncy and jumpy as I'm trying to adjust it here. The rear tail housing piece for the transfer case. As y'all can see, there's paperwork for it. Bag of parts down there for this transfer case housing. The pump rub bracket. Inside here, I've got a fuel pressure regulator. This box is the primer seal kit for the primer pump, and that is the power steering pump. Quite a few parts, and no, they are not going to be going on my truck. I'll show you what they're going to be going on. That right there. That is a 2002 GMC with a 6.6 LB7 Duramax. That, fellas, is the wife's truck. Yes, the wife's. The gray silver Ford there, she traded that plus $1,000 for that truck. Now, I'll tell you the story behind that truck. When I bought my red Duramax out there, that truck was actually sitting next to my red truck. I test drove the red truck, never test drove that one. Just test drove the red one and decided that I wanted it. Guy I was working with, doing billboard stuff, didn't like being outdone, I guess. I don't know what the deal was, but he decided to go buy that truck. So it lacked in power compared to mine, and we couldn't really figure it all out in the whole 9 yards, but he drove for a while. Excuse me. It was throwing some codes for transmission stuff, and we got that fixed, and then next thing you know, it's throwing codes for fuel injectors and low fuel pressure, and got the injector codes to quit coming up, but now they said it had a bad computer. Well, I ordered a computer off eBay, gave them all the information they needed. They programmed it for this truck, and I stuck it in there, did the relearn process on the key. Now, I will say this: when you change your ECMs out on these LB7s, the key learn process, you see people on YouTube doing it all the time. Okay, put your key in ignition, turn it on, and wait 10 minutes. It does not work on the LB7s. You have to put your key in ignition, turn to the on position, tap it like you're going to crank it, let it off, and then let it sit for 10 minutes. When the security light goes off, turn it off. Repeat that process all over again. Wait 10 more minutes. Light goes off, turn it off. Do it one more time. Turn the key on, bump it, let it sit for 10 minutes. Security light goes off, turn it off. The key off, turn around, start it up. I sat there for 2 hours trying to figure it out before I finally had to contact the Chevrolet house here in town and argued with them for 30 minutes before they finally gave me the freaking sequence to do it right. But as far as I know, it's only on the LB7s that has to be done that way. Okay, now noting that I changed the computer. Cleared the codes, whole 9 yards, fired it up. It ran for about a minute. Check engine light came on. Ran the code. P0087. Low fuel rail pressure. Alright, so it wasn't computer. Even though it does run a lot better since I changed the computer, but that's why I ordered all these parts. I'm going to rebuild the prime pump. Let's see if that might, because everything we're looking at so far on the internet, all the research we've done, the talking to text, it can be one of 3 things: air leak, sucking air in the fuel system, the injectors with high return flow rates, or the injector pump is going out. It's got something going on with there, or it's bypassing fuel to the low pressure side and sending it back to the tank and not staying pressured. So, what we're doing a process of elimination. Already checked all the injector lines, found 2 that were seeping, tightened those up, redid the deal, cleared the codes, the whole 9 yards, came back. So now I'm gonna move this golf cart here in a minute, and I'm gonna pull the truck in here, and I'm gonna tear down the filter housing, primer, and rebuild it. Put it all back together, put it on, pump it up, clear the code, see if it does it again. If it does it again, then I will be ordering and replacing the CP3 injector pump. No, I'm not going to go with the LLY injector pump, which is identical but puts out more fuel. I'm not doing that. This is not going to be a hot rod, high output freaking truck. It's just going to be factory stuff, and all it's for is for the wife to drive around with the kids, and if mine goes down, I can use it to pull my lift. That's the only reason we got it. Second step, once I do that, I will get videos of me doing all that. And it's not going to be no 4-minute video like the last one I seen on YouTube that literally made me feel like I lost a ton of brain cells watching the video. The guy shows, oh, this is where I'm at, and the next thing you know, he goes to the next scene, he's already got the injector pump sitting there. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do kind of some step-by-step videos of it and go from there. So now we have that coming up quicker than this project. That will be coming up this weekend, next week, maybe some today. So it's going to be spanned over next week, which I got to contact the gentleman that we traded that Ford for, and he's been nice enough to let us keep it for this week. I'm going to see if he'll let me keep that truck for another 2 weeks until I get this one completely done and running. And then after that, then I will deal with the other issue, which is transmission problem. It shifts gears, goes on the road just fine. The problem is pushing transmission fluid out like crazy. And I'm pretty sure that that is actually a torque converter issue that's causing that. It did not do it when he first got the truck. He actually put on a couple thousand miles before it started doing that. So I'm thinking for sure the problem is the torque converter. The reason I say that because I'm having similar issues with my truck, not pushing out the fluid like that, but every once in a while it'll get up there in the temperature and try to push out fluid, and it's torque converter. So I'll attack that later on, but I need to get it to where its drivability is sustainable to get you down the road, not going to limp mode. So with that being said, that's where I'm at. That's where the projects are. That's what's going on. And I'm sure y'all guys are tired of seeing my damn shop. Every video it shows my shop just about. But go ahead and throw the keys in this thing and give y'all guys a cold start of the 2-cylinder Robin. Thing like once you start, it likes to go to either reverse or forward. It's not like seeing in neutral, but come on. As y'all can tell, it's in gear. It does not want to find neutral very easy, and I don't know why. Run very good. She'll shut off here in just a second on her own. There is a switch on the gas pedal that starts this thing, and it sticks, and sometimes it'll stay running for a few seconds. But that's all that was. Valve problem. Fixed. Done. Out the door. Now I just got to work on some of the wiring, get the lights working, get a horn replaced that's on it. You can see it dangling right underneath there. Just right there's the horn. I need to replace the horn because the horn's no good. And then we're going to run it for a little while, do some things in the parade with it, and then after that I'm probably going to end up taking it to the auction, the local auction, because those golf carts around the auction normally bring in quite a bit of money, so we're going to see how it does and what it does in the auction. I kind of don't want to get rid of it, but at the same time it's just so easy for my kids to throw the key in it, take off on it. So they've already done it once. It don't matter how hard or how well you hide the keys, they'll find the key. They will find it. They have proven that time and time again. I've hid them in places where I couldn't even remember where they were, and they know exactly where it's at. They done found them and drove it. But anyway, that's enough rambling. So, as y'all guys can see, I got plenty of vinyls to go hang. And that ain't even including what's in the back of my truck. So, videos are going to be a little scarce here and there until I get all these things done. And I'm sure I'll have another random coming pretty soon. Due to the weather we've been having, it's kind of been putting stuff off. But I'm going to make another video here in a little bit, because I'm going to rebuild that pump and do some video of that. And then you know, I changed the fuel filter. That didn't help it either. So, but when you hit the plunger, you can hear it as you go down. It feels fine when you let it. You hear it like it's sucking air. It's like, so I'm gonna rebuild that and see if that solves the problem. If it doesn't, I ain't gonna spend $500 on a remanufactured injector pump. So anyway, guys, if you like the video, subscribe, rate, comment, let me know what y'all guys think. And we'll see y'all guys here in a little bit in the next video. So until then, y'all take it easy.